is such a weird thing. I'll tell you, I don't know why it takes as long to get this stream started as it does, but it looks like it maybe is going to start. Maybe. Oh, hi. Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. My name's Phil Coomer. I am going to be playing some original songs from Fort Worth, Texas. I usually do this every day, just about every day, in the morning at 7 Central Time. And I do play a couple of cover songs, but just to kind of break it up a little bit, and those cover songs are songs that have some personal meaning to me. So I hope things are going your way. It's Wednesday morning, hump day already. We just got started with the week yesterday, really, after the holiday. And so we're already in the middle. And by the time the day's over, well, heck, the week's half over. I don't think there's anything else important to tell you, except that if you have a question or want to say something or tell me where you're watching from, well, that would be cool. I'll try to answer questions in between songs, and I'd like to know where you're watching from. That's the fun thing for me. Sure is. Okay. As for broadcast fuel today, we have kind of a unique one. It's called Bundaberg. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's really got a high sugar content. This little thing has got 190 calories. It's also got a pin. I don't know if you can see the pin there or not, but it's got a pin on the side of it where you open it up like a grenade. So we'll do that. See if we can see that pin there. Oh, we had a little CO2 escape right there. And we'll see if we can open this. There we go. Oh, the whole cap came off. Okay, so it's got its own little key like a pop top on a bottle. And this says it's Australian family owned, and there's a little kangaroo there. I'm not sure if it's brewed in the United States or brewed in Australia or not, but this is a new one, Bundaberg root beer. So we'll give it a shot. Try this out as far as broadcast. Don't get a big head on it. If you're looking for a big head with your root beer, or okay. Well, good morning, folks. My name's Phil. Again, gonna get started here. So this first song was inspired by my grandfather, Joe Coomer, who was a coal miner. And when I was a kid, we used to go visit him and my grandmother and spend a week or two on their front porch and hang out with my cousins and do stuff, play cards, play baseball. We did everything. We'd throw a football in their front yard and listen to my grandparents tell stories, and they would talk about the folks who were coming up and down the road. And I asked my grandfather one time what he used to do for fun when he was a kid, and he said that, well, there wasn't a lot to do. He was a coal miner his adult life, and he said there wasn't much to do back in the mountains in eastern Kentucky, but he said that every Saturday night there used to be a dance back in the mountains, and so he said that everybody went to the dances, and so he said the kids would go, the young people would go, the adults would go and stand around and talk, and he said the old people would go too. So this first song is called Dance Across the Mountains, and inspired by my grandfather, Joe Coomer. Back in the mountains, there's an old familiar sound. Echoes to the valley where the rainbow touches down. A dulcimer is playing, a feather plucks her strings. You see a couple dancing and an old woman sings. They dance across the mountains when the moon is full and bright. The mountain wind holds them up in the cosmic spotlight. A dulcimer is playing, a gingham dress blows at the autumn's call. The distance between them is nothing at all. Up and down and across the meadow, they dance to the music in the fireflies' glow. They dance across the mountains when the moon is full and bright. The mountain wind holds them up in the cosmic spotlight. Well, it's just the story of an old man, told to the children of the rocking chair band. The faces are gone, but the song never dies. Sometimes you can hear it way up in the night. And they dance across the mountains when the moon is full and bright. The mountain wind holds them up in the cosmic spotlight. The mountain wind holds them up in the cosmic spotlight. Oh gosh, everybody, good morning. It is Wednesday already. Kind of a short week if you're in the United States because we had a Labor Day holiday. So that makes the week a little easier to take. Let's see here. I've got a new song for you. It's called I'd Like, and this was written on Saturday morning, this last Saturday. So let me see if I can do this right. Hold on just a moment. There we go. Okay, so this next song is called I'd Like. It's brand new. It was written this last Saturday, and I hope you like it. It's really a song that it just wrote itself. And sometimes that happens, so. Okay, here we go. So this is I'd Like. Before this life is over, I'd like to sing, I'd like to dance, I'd like to travel, I'd like to try romance. And just like the starship, I'd like to sail in the darkest light. And just like the frog, I'd like to sing out in the night. And just like the dancer, I'd like to hold you up high and set you down softly and look into your eyes. I'd like to I'd like to live in the time of your life. I'd like to hear your voice in the night. Before this life is over, I'd like to sing, I'd like to dance, I'd like to travel, I'd like to try romance. And just like the starship, I'd like to sail in the darkest light. And just like the frog, I'd like to sing out in the night. Just like the dancer, I'd like to hold you up high and set you down softly and look into your eyes. Okay, well that is I'd Like. While I'm in this spot, I'd like to play another new song for you. This one is called Life. It's about a fella who's done everything he's supposed to do. He's got his certificate, he's got his diploma, he's prepared himself, he's ready to go, and he's found out that he's missed the summer of love. So this is called Life. Well, I get up in the morning every day, I do the same old things in the same old way. I drink my coffee when the sun's on the rise. I don't say my prayers till the moon's up high. I'm as young as a smile, I'm as smart as a fox, I'm as fit as a fiddle when it comes to my job. Although I'm just a regular man, I believe that I will till I know that I can. I could live a life with you, it would feel like no time at all. I could live a life with you, it would feel like no time at all. Spring has sprung and I'm the only one left standing in the summer of love. Spring has sprung and I'm the only one left standing in the summer of love. Left standing in the summer of love. Well, there's nothing up your sleeves and nothing in your hands, but I believe in magic when I'm with you again. I'll know you by the look in your eyes. You could clear the sky with just your smile. Impossible things in the simplest ways. I got a mountain of words and forget what to say. I've loved you since the hills were new, and I'll love you until the world is through. I could live a life with you, it would feel like no time at all. I could live a life with you, it would feel like no time at all. Spring has sprung and I'm the only one left standing in the summer of love. Spring has sprung and I'm the only summer of love. Good morning, good morning. Coralon 3321, glad you're here. Tell you what, this next song is a song about going back to your old hometown. I don't know if you have a hometown or not, but that you've moved away from. But I used to go to high school in a place called Danville, Kentucky, and I went back a few years ago to a high school reunion. Got to see some of my old best friends and hang out with those guys, and got to see a couple of my girlfriends from that time. And I say they're girlfriends, but they'd probably say that I was an acquaintance. And got to go to some of my old places. And I thought, well, maybe you've got a hometown too, that maybe where you went to high school or middle school or elementary school or college, and maybe you went back one time to see your old friends. This is called Back on These Streets, and I hope you like it. I'm going back home again, back where I began. Gonna see my old friends, just like old times again. Well, my God, you've gotten old, gray whiskers on your chin. You're something to behold. Where the hell have you been? And it feels so good to me to be back on these streets. And you can't lie to me, 'cause I know how you are, and I know how it used to be when you and I were 19. Oh, it feels so good to me to be back on these streets again. Let's go down to the square, cruise the parking lot. It's them good old boys drinking Shiner Bock, and up to the lake where I met Jesse Raines. Up on Divers Rock we both jumped off, and it feels so good to me to be back on these streets. And you can't lie to me, 'cause I know how you are, and I know how it used to be when you and I were 19. Oh, it feels so good to me to be back on these streets again. Well, I should have married Jesse Raines. She married some guy from Toledo, and they say she drinks too much. But you know, I don't keep up. And you married Becky Green, if you remember. She dated me, but it was just to get to you. I guess she just loved your pickup truck. And it feels so good to me to be back on these streets. And you can't lie to me, 'cause I know how you are, and I know how it used to be when you and I were 19. Oh, it feels so good to me to be back on these streets again. Well, you should sell that Oldsmobile, get a Chevy truck, take Becky out to the lake, kiss her once for me. And maybe I'll call Jessie Raines, I could look her up, we could talk about the good old days. Maybe she still remembers me. And it feels so good to me to be back on these streets, and you can't lie to me, 'cause I know how you are, and I know how it used to be when you and I were 19. Oh, it feels so good to me to be back on these streets again. Good morning, everybody. Good Wednesday morning. It's already hump day. We're already have completed 25% of the week. We're well on our way to half done. It's been a short week here in the United States. We had a holiday for the working people, and a lot of us got to have a day off, including myself. And so I'm kind of excited to be back and going again, and had a great weekend. I got to see my two daughters, and I got to see my mom and my dad, and I got to see a few of my grandkids, so it was a great weekend for me. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you for the award. I really appreciate it. And let's see here. Thanks, bro. Moment King. Well, you know, just you being here is an award enough for me. I'll tell you, this is the high point of my week, being able to play a couple of songs for you guys. It is absolutely dead quiet around here all week long, except for this little bit of time that we have together. And I would like to go back and play a couple of songs that I have been working on recently, and these are two new ones that I think you might like. And I started working with these this year and finished one of them up really 2 weeks ago, or really middle of July. So I guess that's nearly 2 months now. So that's hope you guys can hear my guitar okay. I checked the battery in it and it's getting a little bit low, but hopefully we can make it through this broadcast. Who's Vicky? Vicky. I don't know who Vicky is. I'd like to know who Vicky is too. Okay, so this is the newest song that I have. It's called I'd Like. And I know if you were here a little bit earlier, you heard this, but I'm trying to find out if the song's any good. So if you like the song, let me know. If you don't like it, let me know. I appreciate the upvotes and the downvotes. My name's Phil. I'm playing some originals from Fort Worth, Texas. So this is the new song. It's called I'd Like. Before this life is over, I'd like to sing, I'd like to dance, I'd like to travel, I'd like to try romance. And just like the starship, I'd like to sail in the darkest light. And just like the frog, I'd like to sing out in the night. And just like the dancer, I'd like to hold you up high and set you down softly and look into your eyes. I'd like to live in the time of your life. I'd like to hear your voice in the night. Before this life is over, I'd like to sing, I'd like to dance, I'd like to travel, I'd like to try romance. And just like the starship, I'd like to sail in the darkest light. And just like the frog, I'd like to sing out in the night. Just like the dancer, I'd like to hold you up high and set you down softly and look into your eyes. Okay, well, that was I'd Like, kind of a new song. Hey, Siyat, been a minute since I've seen you here. I'll tell you guys, I could use a little bit of help with something, and I don't know if you have a couple of extra mouse clicks in your pocket, but I'm trying to get to 1,000 followers at YouTube. And when I get to 1,000 followers, then it means that I can use a mobile device like a phone to do a live stream, and we could go outside of this stale old room and do a stream out in the woods. And so if you have a couple of extra mouse clicks, if you could follow me on YouTube, well, that would make all the difference to me, and make an improvement in the streams that we do tomorrow and the next day. But so if you would follow me at YouTube and maybe follow me at Spotify. This last Friday I did some recording at a place called Fort Worth Sound, which is our local recording studio. And these songs that I recorded will be coming out in the fall on Spotify. And so you'll get a notification if you follow me at Spotify that the new music is out. And it's coming out in the next 30 to 45 days. And so you'll get notified when that's available for streaming. And you can stream it free on Spotify. So anyway, let me see here. Let's see where we're at. First verse seemed a little rushed. Okay. Well, you know, I've only been playing it for about 3 or 4 days, so I'm not very good at it. In fact, I'm sorry that you messed up your exam. Sorry to hear that. The heck's going on with that string? Let's see here, you guys. So this looks like it's turned into the tuning show, right? Yeah, when I make an adjustment in my capo that much, the larger strings tend to go a little sharp. Okay, so this next song is called The Sum of Possibilities, and I hope you like it. It was written after a hurricane when I was living in Florida a couple of years ago, and it seemed like the pandemic, everybody's lives were tossed around, and so here we go. This is The Sum of Possibilities. Sunshine and moon rises, beaches and the Carolinas. Your eyes fixed on me, and the soft caress of the gentle hand. It's breezes and rain on my face, and saying hello to somebody new. The sum of possibilities of tomorrow, multiplied starting today. This formula shows we are the answer, and starting to find a better way. Storms in the desert mountains, ocean winds filling my sail. It's leaping in the wild blue yonder. What makes me wonder, what makes me afraid? And children, the things they believe, I'm starting to see it their way. The sum of possibilities of tomorrow, multiplied starting today. This formula shows we are the answer, and starting to find a better way. Well, a new day's come along, so set your soul for dreaming. And what may come from everyone, it's all the faith I'm keeping. What may come from everyone, it's all the faith I'm keeping. What may come from everyone, it's all the faith I'm keeping. Sunshine and moon rises, beaches and the Carolinas. Your eyes fixed on me, and the soft caress of a gentle hand. It's breezes and rain on my face, and saying hello to somebody new. The sum of possibilities of tomorrow, multiplied starting today. This formula shows we are the answer, and starting to find a better way. This formula shows we are the answer, and starting to find a better way. Sunshine. Well, tell you what, guys, it's what is this, Wednesday? Wednesday. It's supposed to be a 80% chance of rain here in Fort Worth today. Today, broadcast fuel is brought to you by Bundaberg root beer. It's definitely different. It says that it's Australian family owned, but it doesn't say where it's brewed from. interesting thing is that that's kind of it's a bottle that's kind of shaped like me, so I thought, well, I kind of like that, and then it came with this pop top thing. It looks like a grenade. I don't know if you can see it, but you pull the pin on it, and then that releases the pressure, and you can get it open. So it's Bundaberg, kind of a unique one for sure. Let's see here. Hey, C. Hey, thank you guys. It's really kind of you. So I'd like to play a cover song for you guys, if it's all right. I've been practicing this all spring. It's a Lennon and McCartney song, actually, and it was written in 1968. They were in India. The Fab Four were in India at the time, and they came back and recorded this song in 1968, and it's called "I Will." And I listened to it, of course, in the 1970s when I was a kid, but it didn't really do anything for me. And then I heard the song again from a local or a Virginia folk band called Lowland Hum. And if you get a chance, go out to YouTube and look up Lowland Hum and then I Will, and you'll see why I was kind of inspired by this song and decided, well, I've got to play that. And so I learned it this spring, and this is one of the 2 cover songs that I know how to play. All the rest of them are songs that I've written, and so I hope you like I Will. So let me get started here. I hope things are going your way this morning. I hope, if not, then I hope this is the start of that happening for you. Who knows how long I've loved you? You know I always will. Will I wait a lonely lifetime? If you want me to, I will. For if I ever saw you, I didn't catch your name, but it never really mattered. I will always feel the same. Love you forever and forever. Love you with all my heart. Love you whenever we're together. Love you when we're apart. And when at last I find you, your song will fill the air. Sing it loud so I can hear you. Make it easy to be near you. For the things you do endear you to me. You know I will. I will. La 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 la. Hey, thank you guys. So if you would, let me know where you're watching from. I'll get a chance later today, this afternoon. It might not be until 5 o'clock or so when I get off work. But I'd like to go back and take a look at the stream and find out where you're watching from. And maybe I can answer some questions. So I appreciate if you would do that. Thank you very much. Buttermilk Jesus. Buttermilk Jesus. Huh. Somehow it seems like that would be better than the regular Jesus, the Buttermilk Jesus. I like that screen name. Okay, so that was I Will by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. And so, while I am in this spot, I would like to go ahead and play the other cover song that I do. And this song was written by Andra Willis, Willis, Andra Willis, and she's an American treasure as a songwriter goes. And it's called No One Like You. And so this song was written by her. If you give me just a second, I have something in the oven, and I think my oven's not going to quit beeping until you hear that? It's not going to quit beeping until I go open the oven door and turn it off, so I'll be right back. But I'm making some food in the oven, and so I'll be right back. Okay, so sorry about that. You guys are still here. Thank you for hanging out with me and staying. So again, this song is called No One Like You. It's written by Andra Willis, and she used to be a regular on the Ed Sullivan TV show. And Andra is actually, you can see her if you look up Ed Sullivan and Andra Willis. You can see her live in action from the 50s and 60s, and she is kind of amazing. But anyway, she wrote this song called No One Like You, and it was picked up by John Denver, and he put it on his album called John Denver and the Muppets. And I heard it from that album, and I started playing it for my kids at bedtime. And so for you, this is called No One Like You by Andra Willis, and I hope you like it. I like your eyes, I like your nose, I like your mouth, your ears, your hands, your toes. I like your face, it's really you. I like the things you say and do. There's not a single soul who sees the sky the way you see it through your eyes. And aren't you glad? You should be glad. There's no one exactly like you. So, there really isn't anybody like you. Guys, I would like to play a song that's kind of an older one for me. And you can actually stream this song on Spotify for free. It's called Alice and I. And Alice is about a song about a Texas girl, kind of a love song about a Texas girl. And so I always think of my next door neighbor when I play this song. When I was growing up here in Fort Worth, we went to first grade together. And we learned the same things. In Texas in 1966, the first things that we learned how to do were to learn how to curtsy and how to bow. And so the girls would learn how to curtsy, and some of the boys, and then the boys would learn how to bow, and so then they taught us how to duck and cover, which in hindsight, from being 60 years old, I'd say that's the opposite end of the spectrum. So it's be polite and then watch out. So anyway, this is called Alice and I hope you like it. Alice and I grew up together, girl next door in a small Texas town. Things don't change in the middle of nowhere. When Alice fell, she didn't make a sound. You curtsy and bow, but duck and cover. Oh, Alice and I learned our lessons well. I fell in love with my friend Alice when I saw her face in the wishing I still see your face just like yesterday, and now I know it's like they say, true love will never fade away. Well, Alice and I went down to the river late last night when the moon was high. We crossed a bridge down on the river. Oh, Alice and I had nothing to hide. Well, she lived life like it was a fable. Long red hair, crystal eyes. This morning she's gone, and on the kitchen table a paper bag was written her goodbye. Well, Alice, I still see your face just like yesterday, and now I know it's like they say, true love will never fade away. There's a giant wasp flying around in the room. Well, now I'm on this plane to California, searching for a girl from a small Texas town. Everyone is searching for something. Alice is the best thing I've ever found. Well, Alice, I still see your face just like yesterday, and now I know it's like they say, true love will never fade away. So yeah, there's this gigantic wasp flying around in the room. I don't know how he got in here, but maybe it's one of those murder wasps. I guess if I don't show up for my broadcast tonight at 9 o'clock, it was a murder wasp. I thought we had missed the murder wasps. Well, that was Alice and I. Let me see if I can answer a question or two here, you guys. Good morning, Liquid Aquarium. Glad you're here. Thank you, guys. Really saying some very nice things. Thank you. Wasp ducking cover. Right. Hey, Danny. Wow. Yeah. So I've got another new song that really was finished about 2 weeks ago. And I've been playing it, and let's see here. I hope you like it. It's called Angels Don't Stay Long Enough, and I just want to make sure I've got my notes here so they get my capo in the right spot. And it looks like we're good. Yeah, where are you guys from? That is a good question. I'm playing in Fort Worth, Texas, The Big Bang. Hey, Big Bang. I like your work. Okay, so this is called Angels Don't Stay Long Enough, and it is probably 2 weeks old, but I have been working on it for a couple of months, and I just finished it up, and so Angels Don't Stay Long Enough. You know, to me, the music was you. I'm sorry, I'm starting this off wrong. You know, I wish I was with you last night to help you figure this whole thing out. I don't know what I was doing last night to keep me from reaching out, but angels don't stay long enough to give away their game. And people, they're just angels, they're just dusting off their wings. And in sublime, there isn't time and no one to explain. The people, they're just angels, they're just dusting off their wings. No one knows why they stay this long. No one knows who they are till gone. But angels don't stay long enough to give away the game. And people, they're just angels, they're just dusting off their wings. You know, to me, the music was you, the keys to singing out. All the music was not enough to keep you on the ground. But angels don't stay long enough to give away the game. And people, they're just angels, they're just dusting off their wings. And in sublime, there isn't time and no one to explain. The people, they're just angels, they're just dusting off their wings. But angels don't stay long enough to give away the game. And people, they're just angels, they're just dusting off their wings. And in sublime, there isn't time and no one to explain. The people, we're just angels, we're just dusting off our wings. So that was another one, another new one. Thank you guys for the awards. It's really kind of you. Really is. I appreciate it. Okay, so that was Angels Don't Stay Long Enough. That was about 2 weeks old. 2 weeks old. I've got another pretty new one for you. This one was written in June this year. And by the way, I've been out to a recording studio this last Friday to record all of these songs that you've been listening to. And the recording is going fine. And I'm hoping to have these out on Spotify for you before Thanksgiving. But if you follow me on YouTube and follow me on Spotify, you'll get a notification of when they become available and you can stream them for free. And so if you have a couple of extra clicks left in your pocket and you don't really mind to do something like that, well, it will help us all out. If you could follow me on YouTube, I think there are about 700 followers right now, and I have to get to 1,000. So I'm most of the way to that spot where I'll be able to live stream from anywhere, and I be able to use a mobile device, and we can get out of this room. together. And so if you'd like to step outside, follow me on YouTube and Spotify. So anyway, enough of the advertising for that. But this song is called Sam. And Sam was written in response to some things I was seeing on television. You know, back in May of this year, George Floyd passed away in America. And it's caused a reawakening of Americans looking to have more fair civil rights. And what I mean by that is that it's caused people to understand that we're not all treated the same here in the United States. And so people have kind of begun to go down to the streets and offer up their prayer, their communication to the higher authority in the United States, who is our Uncle Sam. And so if you're in the United States, you and I have the same uncle, and this is called Sam. So I hope you like it. In America, the land of the free, we're dying in custody. Yeah, that don't seem right to me. No, my brother is the same as me. My sister is the same as me. Mama, Sam, I gotta tell you, it's time that we made some changes. Sing it out. Sam, I gotta tell you, it's time that we made some changes. People calling your name down on the street. Sing it out loud and clearly. I can't breathe. Sing it out. I can't breathe. There are tyrants trying hard to pull us apart. They won't let America speak. Yeah, that don't seem right to me. No, their foot is on the eagle's beak. Their foot is on the eagle's beak. Mama, Sam, I gotta tell you, it's time that we made some changes. People calling your name down on the street. Sing it out loud and clearly. I can't breathe. Sing it out. I can't breathe. Well, that's Sam. Thank you guys for being here. I'll tell you what. When I was recording this next song on Friday, looks like I've got about 5 minutes of time left, so I can get this song in. When I was recording this song on Friday, the recording engineer, Bart Rose is his name, and kind of a fun guy to hang out with for a day. Kinda. No, it's actually a wonderful place to be, Fort Worth Sound, and hanging out with Bart Rose. But he said this next song was his favorite of all of the songs that I played while I was there at the studio, and it's called "This Girl," and it was written out of really nothing at all. And I told him that. I said I just sat down on the couch one day, and my wife's dog was sitting next to me on the left, and she was sitting next to me on the right. And I said I couldn't think of anything to write a song about, so I started to write about what was happening around me. And he goes, "Yeah, I know that, but that's exactly what my wife and I do." And so he said, they're really clever lyrics. And so I said, well, thank you. But anyway, so this is This Girl, and I hope you like it. Oh, you know what? My capo's not in the right spot. So false start, balk. Hey, I got pizzas. Okay, here we go. In the periphery of my sight, I see her there by my side, and she is pecking at her phone while we're watching her TV show. And it's there, I know, it's there, it shows this girl was made for me. It's there, I know, it's there, it shows this girl was made for me. Well, it's 5 in the morning, I'm still in bed. She smiles, she says, hey, sleepyhead, you're laying there just like a log, and it's your turn to walk the one-eyed dog. And it's there, I know, it's there, it shows this girl was made for me. It's there, I know, it's there, it shows this girl was made for me. And I'm walking her dog in the rain. I know I must be insane, 'cause I'm picking up poop with my hand. I'm picking up dog poop with my hand. And in the periphery of my sight, I see her there by my side, and she is pecking at her phone while we're watching her TV show. And it's there, I know, it's there, it shows this girl was made for me. It's there, I know, it's there, it shows this girl was made for me. Oh, this girl was made for me. Well, that's this girl. So I'd like to play before, if there's time. It looks like there might be time. I really appreciate you guys stopping in this morning. So this will be the last song of the day because I've got to get to work too. And I hope you like it. It's called Fly. And it was written from the idea that I'll be working along and my mind will just fly away to my family, to my daughters, my granddaughters, my grandsons, to some other better place while I'm doing my job. And I just knew this happened to you too, and so the next time I was working on songs, I wrote this down for us. So I hope you like it. It's called Fly. So fly with me. When I dream, I seldom cry. When I dream, I always fly to you. I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. When the world takes all my time, I see your face in my mind and I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. get a moment, I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. Like an arrow through the air, in the blink of an eye. In a moment I'm there, at the speed of light, I fly. It's another incredible day. The sun shines down in every way. Still I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. When I get a moment, I fly to you. When I dream, I seldom cry. When I dream, I always fly. Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's been a fun little stream today, and I really appreciate you being here. It's always the high spot of my day when we're together, and so if you have questions about anything, put them on the screen and I'll get to it later on. After work today, I'll be able to review the stream and see if I can answer any questions, and I'll send you a note back personally. But I'm very grateful that you're here, and please remember that there's a pandemic still on, and to wear your masks, and to listen to the experts, and stay safe. Watch out for your family and look out for each other. And I'll see you guys tonight at 9 o'clock. And if you think about it, follow me on YouTube and Spotify, and we'll all stay together during this. Stay safe, everybody.